Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel, and welcome to a very interesting car. This is a Hoonigan RWB Porsche 911. So it's a very cool car. Now the reason why this is so cool is because this is a car you can only get at the moment, but looks like, I think it's a very rare car. The only, like I said, the only way you can get this thing is if you go ahead and get to level 17. If I remember correctly, 17 is, or is it 18? As soon as you tick off number 18 or level 18 of the street races, that's when you end up getting this car. So it does take quite a while. There's no real like long street races that you can do to grind out, just like the rest of these events here. As you can see, for the road racing, the dirt, and the cross country, very easy to level up. Same with the drag race. It takes so long to level up because you have like really short races. I kept wanting to level them up just to see what sort of cars I can get, but I don't think, I looked it up and I don't think you get any of the cars in the street races. And then the drag races, I have no idea. I still haven't looked up anything. So I'm trying to like 100% everything, trying to see if I can get as much stuff as I possibly can. So this car, again, like I said, it should be really rare at the moment. You can only get it like that. I haven't seen this drop in like any sort of like wheel spins or anything like that. So I do think that this is a super rare car. I kind of like it, and I think this is going to be our thumbnail for this video, even though it's very overly exposed at the moment. Now the car itself isn't that insane when it comes to like driving it or anything like that. It just feels like a 911, but it's maybe a little bit faster. However, it looks really good, and I don't think there is a 911 in the game like this that you can do the same sort of modifications to. I don't know if the normal 911 you can actually do stuff like this to it. I don't know if you can do the RWB kit on it. You probably can, but I don't know if you can have literally this sort of like full-on kit on it. I might have to take a look on the store and see if that's the case. But of course, this is the Hoonigan version of the car, and it's very interesting to drive. Again, I like it. It's cool and all. It is rear engine and it's rear wheel drive, so the handling feels a little different. Obviously, it is a 911, so it does drive like a 911. What I wanted to see with this car is what can we do to it? Can we make it more powerful? Can we make it faster? Do all that sort of stuff. See how it drives, especially since it's a rear engine, rear wheel drive. Will it make much of a difference when it comes to handling? You know, if there's any sort of gems that I can find with this car that maybe they can handle really well, or it drives really fast in straight line, something like that. I usually try to test out like really rare cars like this that you won't be able to find a lot, and I want to see like what we can actually do. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look in the auction house as well to see if we can find any of these for sale, which I probably don't think you can, but I'll look it up anyway. So we go over to Hoonigan and try to see if you can find one of these things. So Hoonigan, we have our Hoonigan Porsche. There we go. Confirm. None. There's none on the auction house. So these are probably incredibly rare to find, and you probably won't be able to find one in the auction house. It's gonna be really rare to find one of these, because it takes a while to get to that point in the street race events to be able to do those. I mean, the only way to do it is literally just by doing the longest street race event, which I think it's called what's it called? Oh, I can't remember now. I really can't remember now what that event is called. It's not the Goliath event. It is a similar event to that, but it doesn't turn into a circuit race. It's still like a sprint race that you go from like start to finish, and they finish in the same place, but it is still a sprint event. It's not a circuit race, which is kind of stupid. So I'm gonna guess we can put the 918 engine in this. You can't. Wait, what? I'm confused here. Why can we have two 4-liter flat sixes in this? What's the difference? Obviously, performance is a bit different here. This one revs higher, but they both have the same amount of power. What? Like, I don't understand. And this one costs less. I mean, do we want the one that revs higher or not? They have the same amount of torque. I'm just very confused here. And one weighs lighter. Well, I'll put the one that weighs lighter, and we'll see. Okay, we can't twin turbo it. Now, if I go ahead and put the other engine in it, this we could twin turbo as well. We get 577 horsepower out of this one. If you have this one on, and we twin turbo it, we get 645 horsepower out of it. So I don't understand, why is the cheaper one like better? I'm a bit confused here. Anyway, we still have an absolute banging Porsche engine in it, so that's good. I don't really want to change that. Our tires, I do kind of want to put some Forza tires on it, some Forza race tires. Obviously, it'll just pop up with the text on the tire, but that's about it because obviously the rest of it is pretty much the same. But we're on 265s in the front. I'm gonna guess like 305s in the rear because those look very, very fat, or 285s or 295s, something like that. But I will go ahead and increase our tire size. Oh, 315s. There we go. So we go with 325s in the rear end. This thing looks legit. I don't really want to like change the wheels. I don't really want to change like the exterior like look of this car. I feel like it's really, really lovely the way it is, and I don't really want to change that. I just want to see what this thing is like once we like upgrade it, pretty much. Because again, we started off with very, very low horsepower for a car that's a Forza game. Having around 500 horsepower, it's not really that much. So if we just add a bunch of parts to it to get it to obviously the 1000 horsepower mark, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be with some of these cars. I'll put a full roll cage in. I know it's going to add a little bit more weight, but I think it just looks a little bit better, especially on a car like this. And I forgot the one thing. Oh, no, I didn't. It is already done, the whole weight reduction thing. So 663. We'll try squeeze out 1000 out of this thing, and then we'll see what it's like. Obviously, it's all going to go to the rear wheels, but again, it's rear engine, rear wheel drive, so we'll see what it's like to drive, because I don't think I've driven a rear engine, rear wheel drive yet in this game. Like this. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see at the tuning as well. What can we change on this car? So we do have over 1000 horsepower. It's obviously not going to be like super crazy to drive in a straight line. Our tuning, we can change a lot of the stuff on it. I'm going to make my gear ratios a little bit longer, try to see if we can increase that top speed, but I don't know if it'll add, if all the stuff on the car does add a little bit of drag. It does bring my top speed up quite a lot though, so 259. We'll see how high it goes. 260, 261. It's still going. 262. Okay, there we go. It's starting to drop now. So 262.2 by the looks of things is the highest this thing goes before it starts to drop down. So we'll keep it at 262.2. There's our suspension. I'm not going to touch anything. Okay, yeah, we can change stuff with the aero as well. And you can see it is still rear wheel drive. So yes, apply those changes. And let's have a look. Let's see what this thing actually drives like. It's a very interesting car. Very, very rare car. It is the rarest Porsche in the game, to be honest. But even though it's not... This rev's really high. Maybe it's the GT3 or GT3 RS engine that's in this thing. And maybe the other engine was just like an older 911 engine. Or maybe like a standard 4-liter. So I don't know. This bus just... Oh god. That bus just went for it. Destroyed the van and everything. This is very tail happy when you start off. I think once you kind of catch grip, there we go. It's nice and smooth now. Straight line speed, obviously, isn't this thing's... Come on, van. This is very, very tail happy. In like every gear. I'm going towards the motorway. I want to try to see if we can squeeze out a decent top speed with this thing. I know it's not, like I said, it's not even built for it, but I want to try to see if we can get to that 260 mark that the graph actually says. I really like how high this revs. I definitely think that the GT3 RS revs really, really high, so that's probably where this engine is from. Brakes are alright. Oh god. There we go. There goes the rear end. It is raining as well, so, I mean, that won't really help it too much. It's pulling. We're on the wrong side of the road, though. And by that, I mean, like, coming the other way, we're sort of going downhill. This way that I'm doing it right now, it's sort of slightly uphill, so I'm not going to be accelerating to the top speed as fast. Squeeze out 250. Okay, it still turns at that speed. I'm happy with that. That's kind of cool. Again, top speed isn't this thing's main attraction. Its rarity is. It's not even like handling. It's really, really bad time to choose this car to try and do tests on. I really love this paint. Whoa, that looks silver. That doesn't look white. That is really, really, really cool right now. Look how good that looks. And I'm obviously well lit inside. That looks so sick. Look at those headlights. That looks crazy. That paint looks really, really cool on this thing. Because it is white from the outside, but like, it's very, very, I don't know, like reflective. See, it's back to white now. It's a very cool paint. I like those headlights as well. I'm just getting distracted by the headlights of this thing. Alright, let's turn around and try to do 260, and I'll be happy with this thing. For top speed. Those rear wheels are so easy to just lose grip with. And it revs really, really high. And we made it to level 260. I'll open up this this wheel spinner straight after this as well. Honestly, since I've made a video on like the rarest cars in the games and stuff like that, I really, really wanted to get myself. Try not to mess this up. 256, 257. 257 is as fast as I could go there. I really, really tried to get my hands on like the limo or the what's it called? The other thing. What is that thing called, man? The Capri. There's a Capri in the game, alright? A Ford Capri, the Forza edition Ford Capri, which is stupid rare. I can't seem to find one, and if I can find one, I'll buy it immediately. Even for like 20 million, if someone can put it up for 20 million, I'll buy that thing immediately. Same with the limo. Actually, you know what? If you guys have any, go on my Twitter and at me on Twitter. Tell me that you have it, and then DM me, and we'll try to see if you can sort of for like the most amount of money possible, and I'll buy it off you. I'll just buy it off you just for the sake of video. I'll even to make it even better. I'll buy it off you. And I'll show you out in the video, alright? We'll try to do that, because I really want to get my hands on the limo and the... This is actually really nice. Okay, I was about to say, this is really nice to drift. Like, once you keep it in that... Just in that perfect zone there. At that perfect angle with the perfect amount of power. There you go. Once you keep it at this range, it's great. Once you extend... Watch this. Once you extend your angle a little bit more... It's a little bit harder to... It's a little bit harder to catch, but once you keep it at that specific angle, it's very fun to slide around with. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try my best to get my hands on like the limo and the Ford Capri. So if you guys do have any of those two, don't really know if I'm missing anything else, because right now I do have the Crown Vic, I do have the Taxi. I don't really realize that the Taxi was that expensive or like that rare to buy. People just told me in the comments the last time when I made a video on it, yeah, apparently the Taxi is very rare to buy. I almost got a second one the other day as well. Like, I was literally just one off getting the second one. But obviously, nearly getting it isn't the same as getting it, but like... So yeah, handling wise, this isn't like that insane. It's cool to drive. It's fun to drive, because it's a Porsche. It's a little bit different to your normal front engine cars or mid engine cars. So having this as a rear engine rear wheel drive, is the balance is a little bit different, and it's just a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm definitely down to do some videos of some rare cars. If you guys have the limo, I'm definitely down to buy it off you, or the Ford Capri Forza Edition. Obviously, hit me up if you have them, because then if you have them, I'll just tell you to put it up on the auction house at a specific time, and I'll try to buy it off you at that specific time. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go for a swim. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this very rare 911. Hoonigan 911 here that you can, like I said, only get just by doing races. It's not really that incredibly rare. I mean, it is rare unless you like, but pretty much everybody can get it. You get what I mean? Whereas the other ones you have to be lucky to get them in the wheel spins, but this pretty much anybody can get. But still a really cool car, and I've only got it like recently, and I really wanted to try and make a video on this thing to see what it's like. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.